Hey everyone, John Thomas here with the HomeSalesForce.com team, brokered by eXp Realty. Today I'd like to bring you one of a series of interviews we've done with folks who have come over from other companies to eXp Realty. So let's take it away.
All right, we're here with my great friend, Andrew Gaydosh, my business partner now at eXp Realty. I'm having a blast working with you, my brother.
It's been great.
It's been a great, I guess what's been maybe now 30 days, 60 days?
Yeah, it's funny. We started, when we first started exploring it, it's been a couple months ago, but had to take care of a few things before we made the jump. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, obviously we've been involved in the past with a lot of the NAEA and Mastermind, but it's been awesome working with you on a weekly basis, daily basis in some cases.
Absolutely, that's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about, just so everybody kind of understands, the size of your business.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about how you made this transition coming over and the process you went through, because I think you did it a little bit differently than other people did, and I respect it. I think a lot of people will respect that you took the time to really experience it before you even came out and talked about the experience and how it's going and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was real important to me. Well, first of all, I'm from Dayton, Ohio, northern Cincinnati, and our team, we have approximately 12 agents on the team, 3 or 4 admin, and we do about 40 million, or have done about 40 million the last couple of years, 230, 240 transactions a year, and it was a lot. I wasn't only looking at it from my perspective. I was really concerned how it was going to affect my agents.
Right.
I knew through the investigation and having the ability with you and Al and Brent to fly down and meet, the leadership team all the way to the founder, Glenn Sanford.
Right.
And it was interesting that I knew it was the right thing, but I also wanted to make sure it was the right thing before I promoted it to everybody else.
Right.
And that was
tell me about that, because you did come on a little bit slower. So what was the reservation? Because you definitely held back a little bit, and I know you saw it. We all see it. Nobody doesn't see it.
There's no question that we walked away from Fort Lauderdale saying, "Man, this solves our problem."
Right.
We were looking for Al and I and the rest of us. Were looking to solve that puzzle of the opportunity. What opportunity can we extend our agents beyond a transaction-based situation? From a revenue share of our own, we were looking at doing a private equity fund and investing in real estate. So our agents, when they were ready to retire, when they were down the road, they had quite a bit of money sitting there. They didn't get out of the business like most agents broke.
Right. And what problem are we trying to solve? Exactly. Just so everybody's paying attention.
Exactly.
What problem is that addressing?
Well, the problem, you're talking about the opportunity.
Well, I'm telling you, the agent retention and the agent recruitment is the problem that the turnover rate of our agents.
Sure.
How do we get them to stay longer? How do we get, and again, how do we add enough value that they would never want to leave us? That's all we're really trying to do. I mean, that's just pretty simple. But you were really, you took your time coming on board. So what were you thinking? Like, what was keeping you from making that decision?
Well, I knew immediately it was a good deal.
Right.
Like you said, once you see it,
you knew you were doing it.
I knew I was going to do it.
I
knew I was going to do it. But I'm the kind of guy that I want to drive it before I buy it, and then I want to drive it again before I tell all my friends and my family and people that I care about. I really love.
It affects a lot of people.
Yeah, and so in seeing that this solved the problem that we were having, and at the same the problem was I wanted to create more opportunity. It wasn't a problem. It was just the added value that I wanted to bring to our team. Right. Exactly right, for retention and. I don't want to be the only guy with the boat on the lake. I want all my guys on my team and gals on the team having their opportunity to bring the financial goals that they wanted along with them.
Right.
So we were all in alignment, and we've been talking about that for years. So I wanted to take a little bit of time, test it. So 30 days in, it far exceeded our expectation.
Right.
I mean, I was a Remax broker owner for 10 years. Moved markets, sold that business because I saw that the model wasn't exactly going to achieve my financial goals in the long run.
Right.
It just wasn't there.
Right.
It was great, loved the guys, loved the brand, but our moving forward was running our team, creating leaders on our team, and creating opportunity for our teammates.
Right. Absolutely. So as far as the structure and coming on board, 12 agents, on varied splits, whatever your split structure is. And I think it's worth mentioning. I think some people, the average sale price in your market, makes it a little tougher if your average is really low. Like I come from a market that's really, really low, so that would have been probably a hang up for me. Yours is, up in the middle to high side, but I mean, you really had to do the math and make sure that it made sense, right? So what was the conversations like? How were they more excited or less excited than you expected? What was the?
Well, number one, I kind of figured they'd see it too, because they've been around me long enough to understand what I wanted out of our team for them and for myself.
Right.
So it was pretty clear. I was currently working for a Realty brand, Better Homes and Gardens.
Right.
So they were taking 6% off the top for a royalty fee. I had a little bit in there on our side, another 5% for our team that we would take for marketing, some other expenses. So if you really looked at our model, we were already taking 11% off the top, and that went ongoing.
Right.
So
stopped.
It never stopped, and a lot of our agents are producing well. My average sale price is not out of the park. I mean, I'm at $200,000 is our average sale price.
Right.
We do a lot of high end, and then we do some low end, so it averages out in the middle. So when presenting this to them, we basically made a couple tweaks to the splits, but it was business as usual. I mean, they saw the opportunity. They were so pumped about it. I mean, every one of them, including our admin staff, are just pumped for the opportunity.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Is there anything else that as far as like the alignment that you've seen, any shift in just obviously our relationship has always been great. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always be there for you if you ever need to be. But what is as we've come together and become more aligned with your team and with us and everyone at eXp within this this business platform, what's the difference? What's different about this versus anything else you've done?
Well, what's incredible about it is, we've always, through the mastermind, we've always had resources. I could call you up and you'd help me out. That was always a given, and vice versa for everybody that was involved. However, this is a whole different opportunity for alignment. For the first time, we are in business together.
Right.
For example, I didn't even told you this today. We're in class, and I get a call from a top Keller Williams agent in our market. I didn't approach him. He's been ingesting the content on online that I didn't even produce. It was more for you. And the upline, what I realize is the upline is so critical because of, it's just like anything else in line. It's who you're doing business with. Matters sometimes more than the business that you're doing. He called me up today, said, hey, can we talk? I called him at break and I said, hey, let me help you out here. What's going on? He said, man, I want to talk to you about eXp. I've been checking you guys out. Been watching Jay, watching the videos. I said, great. I said, I gave him kind of sent him the links. Did it exactly made right on spot as to how we would want to do that. And I said, let's schedule a call tomorrow. And if we need to bring Jay in, he said, oh man, I talked to Jay. Oh yeah, Jay is motivated as much as I am to share with you this opportunity.
And help you be successful.
Exactly. And he got it.
Right.
And he's
there's a lot of smart people out there is what we're finding. They reach out to you. And that's the opportunity is they reach out, they are interested, they watch the webinar, they learn all, and then they have some questions. We get on the phone and we help close down the deal. Absolutely. I mean, that's the process.
Sure.
And that's what duplication is. So like as we're focused on trying to make this as duplicatable as we can. Now a lot of us at this level are pretty skilled and we feel like we can do a really good job, but it's following the process that's duplicatable. That's what really makes the opportunity real. Like if we can't duplicate this for every single person you bring on, then we didn't do it right. We got to make sure it's duplicatable. So
well, and that's a good point. I mean, even from day one, sometimes you would think that people might think, hey, listen, oh, great, Gaydosh, you can do it. You might have more influence in the marketplace. But they don't say no to the opportunity. They say no to how they were approached for the opportunity. And the way that this is dialed in through your leadership and some of the other guys with Al and everybody, it's just so simple because it's done for you. They ask you about it. You inform them through an educated webinar.
It's not you selling it.
Exactly. So in their mind, they can see them doing exactly what you did, even though they might not have the comprehension of the whole process yet.
Right. They're like, well, I can send somebody a link to a
exactly.
webinar. That's easy, right?
Yeah, he didn't take me out to dinner and have every fact involved in the process. He sent me to a webinar. The webinar explained it. They did the investigation. You come in for the cleanup duty, and if you don't know the answers, you call Jay or call out.
That's it. That's a simple system, man. So it's great to be in business with you, my man.
You bet.
I love you, brother.
Yeah,
and looking forward to taking this to the next level.
Yeah, it's going to blow up.
You know it is.
Yep.
And as we say at NAEA, we'll either see you at the top or from the top.
As always, if you'd like more information, look for one of the links attached to the video here or at the end. Thanks.